That is an absolute bit of weather, but welcome back to another video, folks. Today we're going to be upgrading even more stuff to this van. I'm also going to be showing you guys what I've actually done in this van. You might be able to see a little bit more of a difference just behind me, but today the main focus of this video is getting some more upgrades done. The first upgrade, I've got to travel 5 miles. Let's go. I'm excited for this. Just for reference, when you are using a jack, it's always important you use an axle stand as well. Boom! It's time to get the alloy on. Let's do it. Sweat. I know, look at it. These are sexy. Loving the look of these, folks. I really am. They just look superb. Let's get the wheel bolts finished, get it torqued up. That's the final one. I'll give you a proper look around it then. They have totally transformed the look of that van from compared to earlier when it had the steel wheels on. I mean, massive big up Rogue alloys. They certainly do some tidy alloys. Those are the CC ones. Got to check about when I was looking through and looking which ones to buy. I was thinking, Jesus Christ. And then those ones just stood out at me. So they're the ones I purchased. And to be fair to them as well, they do so many different tyres to go with the alloys. But yeah, when I clicked the buy it now, I knew I'd made the right choice. So big up Rogue alloys, you are coming with me on my adventures, and you have totally transformed the look of my van. So a bit of a transition then for you guys from down the hangar where those Rogue alloys look absolutely pucker, and I am totally happy with them. So the next upgrade I'm going to do to this van, you've already seen the video of the reversing camera being installed, and it's great for when you're going out into the supermarket and you're trying to reverse and there's some chimp behind you or whatever. But the next upgrade I'm going to be fitting into this van is this. This is the Viofo A119 Mini 2 dash cam. And when I say mini, I mean mini. It is tiny, but it's got a hell of a lot of features into it. Let's have a quick look, then we'll get the installation underway. So the features it's got then, it's got a 1440p camera, which I think is 2.7. It's also got your Sony Starvis 2 sensor, super night vision, built-in Wi-Fi, GPS logger, parking mode. I'm gonna have to see what that's all about. It's also voice controlled and also Bluetooth. You can see there in brackets, it's got optional. It's a good job I managed to accumulate that. Also comes with your hard wiring kit too. And when I say it's the A119 Mini, I'm not joking. Look at the size of that. It is tiny. You've got your adjustable camera on the bottom, you got your sticky pad, and you also get your cigarette lighter socket. One thing I need to be mindful of up here, I'm thinking of getting the curtains where you replace the A-pillar and the little blinds come and shut the windscreen. So I'm a bit undecisive where that might need to go. Obviously the ideal place is up in the windscreen, but if I'm going to be having these blinds that come across, that's not going to be a practical place to put them. We've steamed up and it's getting a little bit where do we go from here? Just had my A-pillar off. I can't really put it down there. One is because I've got that many bloody wires at the moment. Well, I'll show you. You've got a speaker wire and also this, I guess it's some sort of like sky side it's called. You won't be able to see that, but I guess it's some sort of modulator for Bluetooth, because it's got Bluetooth on the radio here. So my only suggestion now is I've got this to be plugged in as well. You'll probably remember this from the previous van, which is the inclinometer, the digital version. I'm thinking of getting a 12-volt socket, putting it in there, routing it all up the A-pillar that side, and having it just up here. By having it up here, I can have all my gadgets plugged in up here. The wiring can only go up there as well. We'll just make a little incision, I think, just for some wires to go through. I've literally had it powered up already. I didn't film it because the bloody GoPro battery went, but I've had it powered up. The footage, everything works. The footage looks quite good actually, because it's got a little mini screen on it. But what I'll do is I'll do a little future video where I'll show the Viofo in action, where I'll show some on-screen footage. But because I've come to a bit of a sticking point at the moment, I can't really show you for the time being. But stay tuned, we'll give you an update on that. So the Viofo A119 Mini is in. Just needs to be wired up once I've ordered one of these little extension cigarette cable socket, whatever you want to call them. If you're interested in checking out any of the Viofo dash cams, I'll leave a link in the description where you guys can go and have a look. Price wise, off the top of my head, I can't remember what I paid for it, but yeah, you guys, I'll leave any link. I'll leave a link to the Viofo website. Go and check out whatever dash cam you feel suitable for you. For me now, on to the next gadget. And the next upgrade for my camper van is this. This is the clear cut conversion Lundy kitchen pod. I am in absolute love with this kitchen pod. I'll show you the features of it in a sec, but just to give you guys an idea of where I got it from, searching the internet took an absolute age trying to find. I was going through the process in my mind of, shall I build one myself? And I thought, Christ, I'm not that good at woodwork. And then I was looking at a company called Eco Design. Then somebody recommended clear cut conversion. Then there was some on eBay I saw, and then I thought, shall I get a second-hand one? And it was just a mind-numbing process. But I went with clear cut conversion. Yes, they're a little bit on the pricey side, but overall I'm genuinely happy with it. I'll show you a quick look at what the kitchen pod has got built in and what it comes with. First off, we've got some glass. Only joking, there's a little bit more to it than that. Lift up the glass, we've got our sink and our tap. It is ran off a micro switch inside. Also, I've wired up the pump for the water as well. That got tested yesterday and that is all operating perfectly at the moment. So it is only cold water for now. I'm not having hot water in this van. If I need it, I'll just boil the kettle and do my washing up that way. For you guys watching this, I'm not going to go short with power, which you'll see in maybe a week or 2 weeks video. So as you guys can see, the main colour I went for was what they call silver blue grey. On the top here, they don't do matte black anymore, but this, I don't know if you'll be able to pick it up, but this is like a, I think it's a vinyl wrap on it, but it's like a slate colour, black slate, and I absolutely love that. Just trying to see if we can get the detail in it. I absolutely love that colour. That is one of the best colours that were out there for me. There's various on there, but when I went through and clicked them all to see what would suit this blue grey colour, that certainly suited, from my perspective anyways. It might differ from yours, it was just a personal choice. I certainly think that suited the colour of the blue grey very well. We've got a little switch up here. That switch there is to activate the pump for the sink, but also to turn the fridge on as well, which we'll come to in a little bit. Inside here we have got ample storage. Just at the back there you'll see that you've got your waste and your wastewater and your clear water pipe coming up. Don't know if you'll be able to see that well actually, but there's loads of room in there. Inside the bottom cupboard, it also came with your fresh water container and also a grey water container. There is a submersible pump in the bottle anyway, so it's just a case of filling up, All the lids are sealed anyway with the pipe, and you just unscrew it and it just sort of all remains in place, etc. But let's have a further look at what else is in there. Another storage, well, I'll say storage, that's where all the gas goes into. This is the next bit which I'm bloody excited about. This is my hob slash oven slash grill. Inside you can see the depth of the oven is absolutely huge. Looking forward to getting out and actually chucking something in there, whether it be a chicken, whatever, and then sort of cook a Sunday roast. Open the lid up, shut the chicken in there, or the beef or gammon, whatever. Get all my carrots and everything else on here, cooking in boiling water. I've got prep area here. I could cut on here if I wanted to. But look at this. The piezo's all, or the igniter for the hob and grill and all that, that's all wired. Right, apologies for that abrupt ending then. I've just come to edit the video now and I've noticed that there's quite a big chunk of it missing, and that's because the memory card, I think, was full on the GoPro. But just to keep it short and sweet for you, the last thing I wanted to show you what actually came as part of this kitchen unit is this. Right, so this is the 50 litre 12 volt compressor fridge. Now you will see that it's called RV. I believe this is an own version of Clear Cut Conversions anyway. But it's a little bit bigger than the one I had in the Vivaro by 5 litres. But there we go. The one thing it hasn't got, which the other fridge in the Vivaro had, is a little digital screen here which told you temperature of freezer and fridge. The only thing I've got is that. But there we go anyway. That's the compressor fridge. It's actually just kicked in now. I can't really show you around. I can't turn or anything because the van at the moment, since filming that was 2 weeks ago. And I've had a week off work as well. And I've bloody grafted in that week, and I can't show it. I wish I can, but you'll have to stay tuned and watch it for the next couple of weeks. It'll be released then, and I'll give you a good guided tour of what I've done so far. It's probably around 80-85% complete. There are still some odd jobs that need doing, but they'll get completed either tomorrow or in the evenings next week. But by the time you watch this, I would have already have done them, I think. Yeah, probably. Anyway, thanks ever so much for watching. Leave me a comment. I'm really interested to hear your thoughts on some of the conversion stuff that I've done. Is there anything you guys may have done differently? Is there something that you guys may have done similar? I'm interested to know. So yeah, leave me a comment. I always love reading from you guys. Familiar faces are popping up as well, leaving regular comments, which is nice to hear. If you enjoyed the video, please, again, hit the thumbs up. That really does help me out, and that really does help the video then to continue to reach a wider audience. But in the background, somebody else just wants to say something.
Like and subscribe!
Weirdos. See you on the next one.